Hey, this is Dawn Reby, CEO of EIA Consulting, and we're here right now to talk about exactly what you can do to get the life that you desire by design. So people come to me all the time and they're just like, Dawn, this is a stress in my life, or my work isn't going the way that I want it to go, or my family is not going the way that I want it to go, or I can't get the raise that I want, or run the business that I want. And I'm just going to stop everyone right here. I want to just stop you and help us know that we are the designers of our lives. If you are stressed out all the time, if you are overworking yourself, if you are not the ideal physical condition that you want, it's because you designed it that way. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but it's because you designed it that way. The good news is you have the power to design it a different way. You have the power to design your life exactly the way that you want it to be. It involves a couple of things, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it today, here, how to get started with designing a life that you love, that you feel fulfilled in, a life that you adore, that you find joy and happiness in, a life by design. So how do we do this? If you're saying to yourself, I'm overworked, I'm stressed out, and I'm one of those people, how the heck do I do this? The number one thing you can do is decide. Decide what you want to be true. What is your preferred reality, right? What is it that you want to be true in your life? How do you want it to look? What do you want it to feel like, to taste like? What do you want the house to feel like that you want to be in for the next 5 years? What do you want your family relationships to look like and feel like? What do you want your relationship with your spouse or partner or future partner to be like? What do you want your physical body to look and feel like? Decide. And it's not on a whim. It's not on a whim. Truly, we must make concerted, actionable steps. We must take action, create this vision in our head. Because here's the thing, guys. Things happen twice. They happen first in your mind, the way you want them to be, the way you create them, and then they happen second in reality. So if you are filling your mind with all of this negativity about how everything's going to go wrong and all of these different negative emotions, then that's going to translate into your current being, right? That's going to translate and continue to perpetuate the cycle that you're on. However, if you decide that things are going to be different and you articulate them very well. So first, deciding that they're going to be different. And second, sit down, journal it, articulate it. What's it going to look like? What's it going to feel like? All of it, with clear definition. What's your business going to look like and feel like when it's in flow? How many clients are you going to have, right? What's your work environment going to look like? Is it going to be energized? Is it going to be quiet? Like, what does that look like for you? How often are you going to get outside? How often are you going to get connected to the earth? How does your body look? How does your mind feel? Are you exhausted? Are you full of energy? You get to decide what you want your life to look like. So stop it with the victimology. You are not a victim. You are not a victim. You might have been a victim before, but you can decide that is going to change for you. And here, let me tell you a quick little story. So I was 18 years old and I had a baby in a small little community that was pretty poor, right? 18 years old and had a baby. And people said to me, you are going to be on welfare your entire life. And, I certainly needed some support back then when I was 18 years old. But when I was 18 years old, I decided that was not going to be my life. I decided that I was going to gain and deliver and be so much more than just that, right? Than just somebody who's happy sitting there receiving all the time. I was going to be a contributor. I decided that I was going to own a home. I decided that I was going to get my master's degree. I made all these decisions, right, to propel my life forward. I decided. And all along, as we grow and mature, we continue to decide better. We continue to decide bigger. But first, we must start with the first decision. And that decision should always look like this. How can I be my best self? How can I deliver my best self? What does that look like? What does my best life look like? So if you have your current reality is looking not so like that, if your current reality is looking a little bit, not the way that you want it to look like, then transition over into this thinking about your preferred reality. So the first thing you got to do is decide. The second thing you have to do is define what that preferred reality looks like. What does it look like? It's so deep into the nitty-gritty of what it looks like. And on another video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did in my Life by Design and what I continue to do every year when I design my life, when I add new components to it, when I define my core values, when I define, key things that I'm going to achieve for the year, for the quarter, and so forth. I'll share that with you. But for right now, let's start off basic, decide, and then really create some definition around what you want your life to look like. You have control. You are not the victim of your life. You are the CEO of your life. Get that, eat that, devour that. You are the CEO of your life. So nobody else is going to run it the way you do. Nobody else is going to demand the way you do. Nobody else is going to set boundaries and create success the way you will, right? So you got to decide, I want to be the CEO of my life, and I want to be that person today. And once you decide that you are that person, it's over. You're that person. You're moving. You're projecting. You're going off, right? Stick with us. Click on our YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube here, and as well as some of the other links we have to help you grow in this particular area. But be sure to subscribe to us, because what we do with this group is we work with service-based professionals. So fire, law enforcement, public policy, EMS, other social service providers who care so much about their communities that often they forget about themselves. And what we do here is we're not waiting until there's crisis in your life. Right? We're not waiting till the end is here for you. We're starting this process now of you defining exactly what you want your life to look like. So whatever has happened to you in your past, if you were a teen mom like I was, right? If you were in situations that were not healthy like I was, you get to decide. If you're there right now, you get to decide what you want your life to look like. So years ago, I decided that my life is going to look a heck of a lot different than it did in the beginning, right? And even 10, 12 years ago, I was making some decisions about what I wanted my new life to look like. And even this year, I make some decisions about what I want my life to look like. And so, stick with us in this YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, and we're going to walk you through how to actually do that. Calm, get inspired, know that you are worth it. And the message today is to decide and to start to create some clarity around what you truly desire. Because you know why? You deserve it. You deserve it. You are the CEO of your life, and you deserve to lead your life and be your best self. Not only do you deserve it, but your family, your friends, and the people around you deserve the best version of you. So we have our coaching program that we can certainly help build this out for you. We can help, and all the links are going to be here in the notes here. So you can click on anything and discover a little bit more, and really decide that this is a new life. Today, you were brought to this video for some reason. You were brought to this video. You and I are here together for some reason. I don't know what that reason is, but I know it's pretty special. I know that it's something that's igniting you right now. I know that you want to be your best self. And it might be a different motivation right now. It might be for your kids or for your family. We'll get you to the next step, right? But overall, determine that you are worth it. Decide that you want to be your best self. And let's get to this. Let's get going on this. We're going to do this together. So subscribe here. Join us. Continue to check out some additional videos that we'll put in the link here to help you in your process. But the number one piece is decide. And number two is start to create some understanding of what that looks like for you.